What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prizepicks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $15 a month. The best player prop tools when it comes to best prize picks player prop tools when it comes to the entire industry. Other sites like Underdog and these other ones will be added as time goes on, but right now we specialize in prize picks. That is the best site to do them on. And so that's what we're focused on. But anyway, NHL was added yesterday. Had a great night. Ended up doing very, very well on NHL. DFS for NHL as well. We are providing NHL optimal lines over at greenlightdfs.com. Greenlightdfs.com is my company. Props Made Easy, I'm just a part of Props Made Easy. I'm a partner in it. But greenlightdfs.com is my company fully. So all day, what I do on a regular basis is I study these sports. So I pretty much study, put together optimal lines for every sport possible. Today we're going to have baseball and we're going to have NHL. If you're interested in optimal lines for both of those had solid days yesterday. Looking to continue that up. I mean, it was the first slate of NHL yesterday and we got the green easy. So excited to get back to it again once again. Today, if you're interested in daily fantasy sports, like I said, if you haven't tried daily fantasy sports and you're into sports betting, it's exciting, man. I mean, DFS gives you that potential to get like first place in a GPP and get like $100,000 plus. I mean, there's even $1 million contests where you have a chance at $1 million. You know what I mean? That's why greenlightdfs.com has been something that I've been doing for about 7.5 years now. And has a ton of members over there every single week that join up to get these optimal lines so that they're playing the most optimal versions that they can. And if they want to change anything from it, like if they want to make it their own and update anything and adjust anything they can, but mostly people just love to run those optimal lines and be put in position to be successful consistently while they can remain like doing their normal things of the day, like going doing their normal job, get home, hang out with the family, all that stuff, but yet still be able to compete when it comes to sports betting. So that's great. Anyway, let's get straight into it. First thing I'm going to say is that NHL has not dropped on Prizepicks yet. I don't know why they haven't dropped NHL lines on Prizepicks yet. It's super slow, so we don't have anything at the moment. I'm hoping that NHL Prizepicks will drop some NHL lines by the end of this video, because they're gonna drop them. I mean, there's like 6 games on the slate today, or 7 games, something like that. So there's plenty of picks to go through. But Prizepicks hasn't dropped any lines. So in this video, I'm hoping by the end of the video that NHL will drop. So we'll see. All right, we'll keep checking back to it, see if it's got any updates. But as of right now, there's no NHL on Prizepicks. So if I'm not able to do any NHL in this video, I apologize. Be mad at Prizepicks. There's nothing I can do about it. All right, all right. So looking over NFL, first things first, game script is ready. If you check Game Script Plus right here, you'll be able to see just the game script spots. Joshua Dobbs is at the top of the list here. He's playing in a play from behind spot. 199.5 on Prizepicks, 203.5 on other sportsbooks, a 4 sportsbook differential, projected at 205.6, a 6.1 projection differential. I talked about him yesterday. He's a solid spot, man. Pairing him up with Marquise Brown in a spot where they're playing from behind is a great option. Marquise Brown receiving yards is popping as well, 54.5 on Prizepicks, 57.5 other places, a 3 sportsbook differential. We have Marquise Brown projected at 61.2, a 6.7 projection differential. So solid spot there. Joe Mixon. Here, I'm going to pull up the games so I could talk about this while we're doing it, so I can mention whether it's a neutral script or what we got going on here. All right. So, looking over the games, when it comes to, let me look at Arizona real quick. Arizona are 7-point underdogs. So, Dobbs and Marquise Brown are great for game script. Not only do we already, without game script in mind, we already like plus EV plus projection on Dobbs and Marquise Brown. The fact that they show up on, like, the fact that also it's game script just checks even more boxes. Let's check on Cincinnati. Cincinnati are 2.5-point favorites. That's more of a neutral game script, but they are favored at home, so I do like Joe Mixon's rushing yards over 64.5 on Prizepicks, 67.5 on other sportsbooks, a 3 sportsbook differential. We have them projected at 65.8, so kind of in between where these guys are, but either way, still great value on the over for Joe Mixon. All right. Next up, we have, let's see, Atlanta's going against Washington. Again, this is a neutral game script situation, so whatever we liked already, we're still going to have here on game script. Receiving yards over 44.5 on Prize Picks, 45.5 on other sportsbooks, so one sportsbook differential. We have Drake London projected at 52.2, a 7.7 projection differential. All right, y'all bear with me. I decided last night that I was gonna. It felt so good out here in Texas last night. Like finally we have cooler weather, and last night it was like perfect. So I was sitting in the back just chilling in the backyard for a while, and I think my allergies are acting up because of it. So bear with me if I'm like clearing my throat and shit. Sorry. Um, let's see. Let's check New Orleans. This is also a neutral game script, but great spot against Houston, man. But at the end of the day, the data don't lie. Under on Alvin Kamara's rushing yards, 67.5 in other sportsbooks on minus one sportsbook differential, projection of 63.6, so minus 4.9 projection. Um, yeah, uh, that's one of those spots where you kind of just make your own decision. You know what I mean? Like Alvin Kamara's going against Houston. I get it. Great matchup, great spot. The data is saying under. So you got to kind of choose how you want to choose it. Whether you want to go with your gut or whether you want to go off the data. Either way you want to go. All right. For example, let's use this for example. Remember Bijan Robinson? How I was talking about how the under was loved by the tools. Bijan Robinson ended up going out and only running for 46 yards against Houston. That's what I mean by like I've always preached data over just trying to a gut feel. Okay, so Bijan Robinson, everybody was like, "Oh, I can't go the under on Bijan Robinson against Houston. Oh no, I can't do that." Tool said under, and he went under by like 20 yards. You know what I mean? So again, Alvin Kamara, the data says under. The matchup's great, but the data does say under, so I would lean under. Same thing with Bijan Robinson, under again on him. CJ Stroud's under on passing yards. Those are the best options when it comes to game script and plus EV plus projection as of now. But as always, man, the tool is always adjusting as prize picks adjust, and as any information comes in, we're immediately adjusting so you can get the best options out there quick. So get everything you can in. No preseason NBA at the moment. We did add that yesterday, by the way. I don't think I talked about it, or did I talk about it yesterday? Yeah, we played Ingram's over, right? I can't remember. I know I played Ingram's over on Prize Picks and hit with him from preseason. I don't know if it was in the video or not yesterday. I can't remember, but either way, we do have preseason NBA whenever that's available. Let's look at college football. The under on Keon Jenkins is a big one. Passing yards under 228.5 on Prize Picks, 220.5 on other sportsbooks, a minus 8. So that's huge. Get the under on Keon Jenkins. Under on Kelly, don't know. Receiving yards under. And then Keegan Shoemaker, under on passing yards for him as well. And then Diego Pavia. Those are all minus 5s or above when it comes to sportsbook differential. All right. Do we not have any positives? We have no overs popping. 0 overs are popping. All unders for the best plays. MLB today. First over we're going to go with, yesterday, by the way, was a banger. Jose Urquidy pitching outs, we're going to go over 10.5. Vegas likes the over at minus 135. Projection of 13.36. Huge value. 2.86 projection differential. Wow. Hold on. What am I missing here? Why is Lance Lynn and Urquidy's pitching out so low? Are they like tacos or discounts or something? Let me see. No. Let me see. Hold on. Dude, that is crazy. Is that a mistake? Am I tripping? Look at these. We're gonna go ahead and lock these in. Over on Lance Lynn's pitching outs of 11.5. Over on Jose Urquidy's pitching outs of 10.5. I mean, as you can see, our projections are 4 and 3 points. Like, there's 2.96 projection differential, 2.86. Huge value today. You don't usually see that big of value. That's huge. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why Prize Picks would have them at only 10 and 11. But either way, I'll go ahead and jump on them. First inning runs. The best option is probably the over on the Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Both teams have done fairly well in the first inning, hitting an 828 combined OPS. They've scored in 103 first innings at 162. Wow, look at this number. Braves and Phillies have done great in the first inning, scoring 120 runs out of 162 innings. That's crazy. But yeah, NHL, do we have it yet? No, not yet. We'll round back. League of Legends. The best options, they're all 0.5s, very close numbers. I'm going to go ahead and just go with what I see at the top here. Robo. We're going to go the over on Robo and over on Waco for their map 1 and 2 kills. CSGO, nothing's up yet. As soon as other sportsbooks have lines to compare to Prizepicks, they will be here. As of right now, you can uncheck plus EV plus projection. You can see projection differentials. I'm not going to say anything about it until we have plus EV plus projection, so we don't have any. But right now, I mean, you've got some projection differentials from our projections compared to the lines. You can utilize those now, or you can wait until plus EV plus projection is available when we have lines to compare them to. As you can see, if you uncheck, if you don't see anything on plus EV plus projection, you uncheck it and you see that the sportsbook lines are at 0. That's because the sportsbook lines don't have anything to compare it to yet. Just stay tuned, and when that drops, plus EV plus projection will be ready. For CS2, we have the over on Intra for Badass map 1 and 2 kills over. 26 on Prizepicks, 30 on other sportsbooks, 4 sportsbook differential, and then over on Wolfie Unjustified, map 1 and 2 kills over, 28.5 on Prizepicks, 32.5 other places, a 4 sportsbook differential. Great value on those two for CS2. Nothing for tennis. Don't have anything for MMA yet. As soon as lines come in that we can compare, they will be there. Valorant, nothing for Valorant, and then WNBA, no plus EV plus projection spots, but you can look at the projection differentials to get a choice there. I would just refresh until plus EV plus projection comes in. There was one, but I'm guessing the line already bumped by the time I got in to do this video. So keep updated with that. Props Made Easy members, keep refreshing. You'll be able to get some plus EV plus projection for WNBA eventually. All right. All right, let's do a recap. When it comes to NFL, if we're looking at game script plus EV plus projection, the best option is Joshua Dobbs paired up with Marquise Brown as a great little pairing for their over, playing from behind in that game. Joe Mixon's rushing yards over looks very good to me. Those are kind of my 3 that I really like early on: game script plus and plus EV plus projection. Preseason NBA, nothing right now. College football, we have the under on Keon Jenkins, under on Kelly receiving yards, under on Keegan Schumacher, and under on Piego Pavia. All 5s are up on that. For MLB, we have the over on Lance Lynn pitching outs and Jose Urquidy pitching outs. I mean, I see those lines on Prizepicks. They just feel super low to me. I'm grabbing both of their overs immediately. NHL, do we have it yet? No, we don't. Let me see. Let me refresh Prizepicks. I'm not seeing anything, though, here. Let me see. Nope, nothing for NHL yet, man. They're taking a while on those lines. Probably because we destroyed them yesterday. League of Legends. We had the over on Robo and over on Waco. Those are just the random 2 we chose. All of them are fine plays. For CSGO, you can uncheck plus EV plus projection. You can see projection differential. Some of the highest projection differential is over on Depreciation. Map 1 and 2 kills has a projection of 45, and he's only at 38.5 on Prizepicks. And then TAC for Ego too. Both these guys are on the same team. The next highest would be AZ, but they're not plus EV plus projection, and that's what I like to stick to playing now. Just checking every box I possibly can before I place bets, just to know. Like, obviously, there's a part of this shit that's out of your control. I like to have as much of it in my control as I possibly can, and that's how everybody should bet. Over on Wolfie and over on Intra when it comes to CS2. Nothing for tennis, Dota, Valorant, WNBA, no plus EV plus projection. All right, so keep checking back. As information continues to drop throughout the day, lines will be adjusted. You don't have to use GameScript Plus if you don't want to. There's still some fantastic options on the board, like Stephon Diggs' receiving yards is looking good. Tyreek Hill's receiving yards looks good. Breece Hall's rushing yards looks good. All of this. I just use GameScript Plus because I like I said, there's a portion of sports betting that will always be out of your control. But being able to hone in on a player pool of guys who not only are plus EV plus projection, but are in a good game environment, you're really checking as many boxes as you possibly can. All right, on top of our projection, already using analytics and stuff based into it. You know what I mean? And it's from a company that's the biggest in sports when it comes to sports data. So, we're utilizing every little factor we possibly can. And guess what? It's only $15 a month. Go get involved if you haven't already. Let's get this money. If you're interested in daily fantasy sports, as I talked about before, we have NHL today and MLB when it comes to optimals for DraftKings and FanDuel. You can go to DFS content right here and get involved in daily fantasy sports over at my company. Like I said, Props Made Easy, man, is just something I believe in. I'm a partner in it. I've helped them grow it. I've everything that y'all have wanted to see with Pros Made Easy, I've made a reality. So I'm really here to make sure that everybody is utilizing a tool that not only is affordable, but is very good at helping you be more consistent. And it's just super easy and convenient to use. The interface is beautiful. Everything about it, man. Oh, yeah, by the way, we added the player name search. I forgot to mention that. As you guys can see right here, enter player name. You guys can search names now. Boom, Dobbs. Let's say, oh, is San Francisco on bye? Let me see. Let's see. Let me uncheck this. Let me see. Nothing for McCaffrey right now. Who do I want to check on? Tyreek Hill, receiving yards, passing yards for Tannehill. Oh, because Tannehill. Okay, I was wondering why Tannehill was showing. Because Tannehill. Boom. But yeah. Yeah, just type in a name and you can check all their props that we are liking for the week. All right, guys. I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video. Sorry, I was getting zoned out. I'm starting to look at the tool and play with it. I will see y'all in tomorrow's video, man. Thank y'all for joining me as always. Let's get it. I'm out. Peace.